Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Kyla and my channel is just a plethora of all things that I love, and today I will be giving you my ranking for the American Girl of the Year collections. I did this with the historicals and it took me a little bit longer to do this with the Girl of the Years because as a child I was exclusively a historical collector, so I had to kind of really familiarize myself with a ton of these collections. What I take into consideration is I take the doll and the story completely out of the equation and I focus on the outfits, the accessories, and the furniture pieces, and then I kind of compare them against each other. Now, one thing to keep in mind here is that just because a doll has a smaller collection does not put them like automatically towards the bottom. I really took into consideration, were things a good price? Were they good for the time? Were they different than anything that has been done before? And yes, my usual bias does play a little role in this. Also, really quickly, my pets are in here, so if you hear them, they do say hello. And some of these pictures are not the best quality, but I wanted to get ones that, showcase the most of the doll collection. So this is strictly my opinion, no factual evidence to back this up whatsoever. If you disagree, that's totally cool. Just remember to keep your comments positive and polite down below. So let's begin. In last place is Lindsay from 2001, and this is only because, like I said, more current Girl of the Years have larger collections, and with Lindsay, they were just experimenting, so I really can't fault her. But given the fact that I don't really like anything she comes with is kind of why she is in last place. If I were to if I liked her meat outfit or I liked the accessories she came with, then she might be a little bit higher. I'm not quite sure, but she does have to be at the bottom. It's simply, like I said, not just because her collection is the smallest. I just really don't like anything she comes with. Kaylee from 2003 takes spot number 19, and I promise you things do change from here on out, but Kaylee was the second Girl of the Year, so when you compare her to Lindsay, she does have way more than Lindsay did. I'm not really a fan of anything except her meat dress, and I do like the surfboard, but she also comes with a bathing suit and a wetsuit and a really, really cute little dog. This one surprised me how low she actually is. This is Jess from 2020, and here's the thing. You guys know I love Jess. She is incredible. I love her face mold. I love her wig. She's just awesome. But when you look at the collection, there's lots of blues, and I'm not the biggest fan of blue. I only like her, I think it's her beach jumper. I could be totally wrong, but it's the coral colored dress. She has the very large $600 something Volkswagen bus, which I myself would never purchase just because I would much rather have another really, really expensive item on this list, and I'll tell you what it is when we get to it. But I don't really like a ton of the things. I don't like any of her outfits. Not even her pajamas appealed to me. Her plushies are cute, but I don't buy American Girl plushies, so nothing was really for me. I mean, she was a cheerleader and a surfer and stuff, but when I buy pieces, like clothes for them, I kind of look at what I can do to, potentially mix and match to get the most use out of any item. So I'm not really geared towards buying, cheerleading uniforms or wetsuits and things like that. So that's just my personal opinion. It was not one of my favorite collections, but she is an incredible doll. So next we have Nikki from 2007, and I knew she was going to be low because I really only like two of her outfits, and that's like her meat outfit and then the pink like super girly looking one, and I do actually own both of those. I don't really like anything else from her collection. Her outfits are, I don't want to say they're ugly, but they're definitely not for me, and I know from what I've seen a ton of people are not the biggest fans of her collection at all. I mean, she comes with a horse, which is freaking amazing, but I mean, that's really it for me. Marisol Luna from 2005 was actually a bit higher than what I thought she was going to be, specifically because basically all of her outfits are geared towards her performing, which I myself was a dancer, so these kind of took me back to when I was a little girl. So in 2005 I was 8, so yes, I was right in the middle of my ballet, tap and jazz era. And I think I have a bit of nostalgia because she was my sister's first doll, so I have a kind of sentimental attachment to Marisol. I do not like her meat outfit, but I think it's very, very good for the time. I would have liked to have seen her have more, casual, regular, everyday outfits, but I think that for the time and for her being the third Girl of the Year, she had a pretty great collection. I also need to throw in Marisol may have been put a little higher because of the fact she owns a Siamese cat, and if you don't know, I own a Siamese cat, and they're my absolute obsession. Leah Clark's collection from 2016 is one that I just do not get on board with. So Leah is one of my absolute favorite dolls in general, but putting that aside, the collection is more nature themed, and you know me, I literally am not a nature person at all. Sorry to the outside lovers, it's just not for me. So there are a couple outfits I like. I think it's her celebration dress. It's the white one. I actually did go ahead and purchase that. I absolutely love it. I love a couple other pieces, but for the most part, I'm not really a fan of anything in her collection. So I had to put her, yeah, she's near the bottom. It kills me because she's Leah, but it's okay. It's fine. Gabriella from 2017 is one of the most controversial girl of the years because we all know the Tenny and Gabby situation, which I'm not going to cover here. But when I was doing my research on these collections, Gabriella's collection actually surprised me. Although I think it could have been way better and more improved had they waited and actually put in some effort. Her collection is very, very nice, and I think a lot of the pieces are really cute. She is, however, a dancer, so she does have those performance outfits, but I do really like them. I love them a lot more than Marisol's, actually, so that's why she's a bit higher. But I think Gabriella, overall, I love her as a doll, and she has a really good collection for, how quickly it was thrown together, if we're being honest. Here we've got Mia from 2008, and you guys know I am obsessed with Mia St. Clair. I will forever be. So I'm not the biggest fan of a couple of her outfits, but given that she was one of the earlier ones, well, she's still one of the earlier ones. I think her collection was the biggest at the time, and she's technically the first girl of the year to come with a bed, and she also had her own ice skating rink, so she did kind of change things up, and some of her pieces are really, really cute. So I do like her collection. It, however, is not one of my favorites, and there are some outfits that I can't stand, but for the most part, I think it's a really nice collection. I might get a lot of crap for this one, but it's Lucia Vega from 2018. So Luciana, I didn't put her super at the bottom because she has quite a large collection. However, I'm really not a fan of any of her pieces at all. You guys know my opinion on her meat dress. I don't really like anything about her at all. She is, however, smack dab in the middle here because she is one of the very few girl of the years to have something other than, the common girl of the year theme of, oh, they're a dancer and whatnot. So Luciana was actually focused way more on science and outer space and everything, which I think was fine, for the time, but she's definitely not a girl of the year that I absolutely love. But I think her collection was super unique to the line, so that's why I kind of put her here in the middle. Krissa from 2009 has a pretty medium-sized collection. She is a little bit higher for me because of the fact that she is the only girl of the year to come with best friend dolls, one of which who gave us a brand new face mold. So Gwen and Sonali did help her a little bit. I do love her llama because it's freaking cute. I think I only really like one of her dresses, and it's not her meat one, it's the other one. And also, since her collection does contain a movie, and it is the best girl of the year movie to ever exist, that did help her get a little bit higher, but her collection is just kind of mediocre. So Miss Jess from 2006, being the fourth girl of the year and the first one to introduce my favorite face mold, her collection, even though it's very small, I love it because it comes with a kayak, it comes with a little scooter, and the palm tree where you can sit, and it actually played noises and everything like that. Her pajamas are super, super cute. Even though it's tiny, I really love just about everything in it. And it was a really, really cute collection for its time. In ninth place, we have Laney Holland from 2010. And this was the only picture I could find of a couple of her pieces. So this is definitely not her entire collection. But you guys know I have a history of not really liking Laney as a doll. But her collection, even though, yes, she is one of the nature-themed dolls, the only outfit I really don't like is actually her meat outfit. The red dress is probably my favorite piece in her collection, and she comes with lots of animals, which you guys know I'm obsessed with. So her collection's actually really, really nice. McKenna from 2012 brings us to spot number 8, and she was the first girl of the year to have the loft bed, which is a really cool, unique feature. I've never seen it in person, but I think it's really freaking cute. I love a lot of her pieces. Her meat outfit actually is not one of my favorites, but I love a ton of her other outfits. And her school outfit in particular always comes to mind when I think of her. I don't actually own any other pieces from her collection besides the doll and the meat outfit, but she is one of the collections that I really do like. Oh, Miss Kanani Akina from 2011. So I didn't like her collection at first when I saw it, but then I did more digging and I found out that I really only dislike one of her outfits, and it's the one, I don't know what the heck it's called, but if you're looking at the picture here, it's the third one in from the left, and I just do not like it, but it's fine. Everything else is really, really cute, and I would love to own a ton of her pieces, but since they are attached to Kanani, you know they go for a pretty hefty price on the secondhand market. But I love her collection. Nevertheless, it's really cute, very nicely done. Excellent job. At number 6, we have Sage from 2013. So this is actually a collection I own, I think, the most pieces from. I'm only missing, I think, 3 outfits, but I love every single outfit. Even her pajamas, they're not my favorite, but I do love them. I love all of her boots. Like, I love styling my girls with boots, so the more boots I have, like, the better it is. She also comes with a horse, which, you guys, I've always wanted a horse, so, you know, an American Girl horse to me just, like, sends you over the top. She comes with the hot air balloon, which I literally don't ever see a purpose in using, but I think it's a really cool, unique item. So I know some people are not a fan of Sage's collection, and it happens to be one of my absolute favorites, and I really love everything in it. 5th place goes to my Blair Wilson, and this doll is the reason I got back into collecting dolls. So of course her collection is going to hold a very dear place in my heart. I love the whole girly, springy, summery vibe it has to it. I need to get a couple more outfits from hers. I do love the farm restaurant. Okay, I think it's really freaking cool. I don't know if I'd ever own it, but I think it's really cool. It would make a nice addition if you had a dollhouse and you wanted to display that, like, as your backyard or something. There's not a single outfit of hers I dislike. Even the gardening one is so cute, and she's an amazing doll with an amazing collection. Corinne Tan just literally rose to the top, even though she's only been out for 3 months. So Corinne is the Girl of the Year for 2022, and if you don't know, I went and purchased her on her release day at the American Girl Place Orlando, and I was able to see Corinne's entire collection in all of its glory. And although the colors are a bit, you know, different for me, and she has a doll with colored hair, which is not typically my favorite thing ever, but Corinne just completely speaks to me. I love everything about her. She is also the first Girl of the Year to include a sibling, so her sister Gwen is a Welly Wisher, and I actually love all of little Gwen's pieces. She's so cute too, and their bedroom set is amazing. Just everything about this collection, even though it's only been out for 3 months, like I said, I'm very excited to see what else they can add to it in the coming months. I will go to bat for Kira Bailey of 2021 any day of the week. This girl had one of my absolute favorites, and that is why she is in 3rd place. I love her little bedroom bungalow. I would die to own this. Every single outfit in her collection, except I don't really like her scrubs, but that's fine. But everything else is gorgeous. I love all the little animals she comes with. The only outfit besides the scrubs that I'm really not a big fan of is her meat outfit, actually, and I only need one more of her actual outfits to complete that collection. Her pajamas are probably my favorite Girl of the Year pajamas. I recently just picked them up, and they're so cute. I absolutely love everything about her collection, and yes, it's all like pink and super girly and everything like that, so that does play a role, but I love Kira Bailey's collection so freaking much. 2nd place is our little Parisian girl, Grace Thomas from 2015. So I'm a big Paris addict. I love anything with Paris themed. My entire dorm room was decked out in Paris themed things, so that's definitely a big bias, plays a role in my 1st and 2nd places. But Grace's collection, there's not a single outfit I despise. I love them all. The bakery is the one giant American Girl item I would love to own more than anything on this earth. I don't think I ever will, but given the choice between that and Joss's even more expensive bust, I would pick the bakery, hands down. I would love to add Grace to my collection again and just really completely expand her whole collection and own as much of it as I can, because I really love every single thing in it. My favorite Girl of the Year collection is Isabelle Palmer's from 2014. So if you were keeping up, or you know me really well, you know Isabelle is my favorite Girl of the Year because I was a dancer. I struggle with anxiety and comparing myself to others. I also have cats. Isabelle has cats. My favorite color is pink. And believe it or not, I did used to sew for a time. So her collection is so different because, yeah, she's a dancer, but a ton of her pieces, they were all the mix and match type thing. And they are mostly costumes, but I would love to own everything in her collection. Her studio is really gorgeous. Just Isabelle is amazing. I will literally die on the hill for this doll. I am probably the #1 Isabelle Palmer stan in the American Girl universe. She is mini Kyla. If you don't know, I swapped mine to have blue eyes, so she is the literal spitting image of myself. I have an Isabelle Palmer obsession and I don't think it will ever go away. Thank you all so much for joining me. That is my current Girl of the Year collection ranking. It was really fun and I'm really glad that you all enjoyed this little series and wanted to see more of it. So again, let me know whose collection is your favorite down below. Just remember to respect myself and each other in those comments. If you have not already, give this video a big thumbs up. Leave that positive and polite comment down below. Hit that subscribe button to join the fam and tap that really cool notification bell to know the exact moment I post a new video. Have a blessed day and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye everybody.